I'm looking at the solo to Dancing in the Moonlight, and it starts here between the 12th and the 15th on the B string, and you're playing. So for this now, you're playing between the 12th and the 15th on the B, and you're playing it and bending up on the 15th, and then you're playing it while it's bent up and bending down, and then coming back to this 12th position, so you've got this. So now you come to the next little bit, and you start off the same as you've just done, and you're adding in here the 14th of the D and the 12th of the G. So putting all that together, you've got this. So you've just finished here on the 12th of the G string, you've just done, and then you add this. So this next piece is all played between the 12th and the 14th of the D and the G string, and it starts off on the G string and you're playing this. So that's easy enough, and then we go on to the next bit. And this next bit you're playing the 12th on the D to the 14th, 12th of the G, back to the 14th of the D. Then you're back to the 12th of the G, and then you do a 14 and a pull off on the G. Then you go to the 14th of the D, and then the 12th of the G. And they're actually muting that, so they're just resting their hand on the strings here to get that. So the last note of that riff is on the 12th of the G, and what he actually does is slide down on that note, and then that allows him then to slide back up into the 12th here on the octave. So now we come to the octaves, coming down the neck and then back up the neck, and if you're not sure what an octave is, basically we're playing on the G string, a G note here, and we're actually playing the G note here on the E string on the 15th. And that makes like an octave. And again, if you come down here, now you're playing an E, come down again, that would make a D, come down again, you've got a C, and then come down again, you've got a B, and that's how it works. So this first octave position, you're playing the 12th on the G string, and you're playing the 15th on the E string, and that's a G octave. Then you come down and you keep in that shape, and you come down 3 frets to this E octave. Then you come down 2 frets and you're playing a D octave. Then you're down 2 frets as a C octave, down to the B, back up 1 fret to the C, then you come to the D, and then back to this. So playing that slowly, you've got this. So when you're playing these octaves, this finger here is actually touching this B string and muting it. So okay, so now we get to this fast bit of the solo. I'm going to play through it slowly, and you've got this. So for this riff now, you start on the 14th of the G and bend up. You come to the 12th of the E to the 15th of the E, back to the 12th, and then here to the 15th of the G. So you've got this. And then you come to the 12th of the B, and you finish off back on the 14th of your G string, and you've got this. So you've got. Okay, so we played through that last riff 4 times, and now we play this. And for that, you're playing from the 14th of the G to the 12th to the 14th of the D, and then you go round again. And then you come to the A string, you're playing the 14th of the A, 12th of the A, and then just slide down to the 10th. So now we get to this part of the solo. So for the first little bit of that riff, you're sliding up on the G string to the 14th, and then you play the 14th again, and then you're coming up here to the 14th of the D, and then you're playing the 14th to the 12th on the G string. And now we're moving over to the B string. So on the B string we've got this. And you're just rocking back and two between the 15th and the 12th of the B string and then bending up. So putting that together you've got this. So now we've got these last couple of notes just to finish the solo, and you're playing here from the 17th to the 15th on the E. So you've got this. And that's all the parts to Dancing in the Moonlight, so you just need to put them together, and that's the solo.